It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys in the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offense and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
They put Kelsey in motion. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On first down, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Quick throw, taken in, and that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion over Samuel. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Man in motion is Brown. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game. And you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Motion man is Rice. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Gray is the motion man here. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
The Commanders' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Another run here for Robinson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. On play action, Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Daniels. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. John Bates. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hunt. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They put Kelsey in motion. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd and 7. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Here's Matt Araiza now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Third and 5. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Commanders' first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Daniels gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's Daniels. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs draw closer here. It's 21-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He's to midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. First and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Daniels to throw on second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Throwing again, Daniel. Got his man at the 6. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll have a Commander's first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. On the give, it's Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. They'll motion over Samuel. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So the drive will end there, and on comes Tress Way to punt on 4th down. he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here's Xavier Worthy and his Kansas City teammates getting set for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Second and a yard. A run. It's Pacheco. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Patrick to throw. That one pulled in by Brown. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Throw across his body is complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, Quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Man in motion is Brown. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He keeps it himself.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Mahomes now on second down. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs cut the lead to 3, 24-21. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second down, Daniels. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's second down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and If he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards.
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on third down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Eckler now on 1st and 10. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quickly to the outside and complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impop some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll bring up second down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's complete to Rice.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. To throw is Mahomes. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Here's Eckler on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll have a Commander's first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. They'll go again with Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. A gift, and here comes Robinson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
The Commanders about to send this one away. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chiefs offense and Xavier Worthy getting set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They put Kelsey in motion. That's into the hands of Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second down and 3. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Third and short. Here's Patrick.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
And here we go. 4th and inches. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.